Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the University Rugby Ground here in the beautiful suburb of Sandy Bay for this big round 5 match-up in the Tasmanian Rugby Union between Glenorchy and University. I'm Isaac Anderson and the Scrape the Bottom of the Barrel and Made Me commentator today, along with my esteemed colleague JT.
Good afternoon everybody, welcome to Sandy Bay for this big clash of the Titans. These clubs have a lot of history. Both clubs have played in numerous premierships over the years, and this will be a tight, hard tussle down here.
So a couple of big names for University to watch out for today. Number 7, Tom Kendall, always active out in the loose, and particularly watch out for Angus Peters at number 9. He's played a few years for the club now, and he'll certainly be looking to snipe on those edges.
For our starting side today, in black, at number 1 we've got Sia Tuolava, number 20, hooker in Jack Wakefield, number 3, Jai Terry, number 4, Lewis Thomas, number 5, Chris Russell, number 6, Harrison Thomas, number 7, Sam Cluck, number 8, Chase Scott, number 9, scrum half Joe Pieri, number 10 and captain Michael Lovell, number 14, Ty Hart, number 12, Poda Fahoko, number 13, Aaron Lovell, number 11, Taki Skreptos, and number 15 is Kai Searle.
Yeah. So that first kick-off there, just bounce, Uni have let that bounce into touch, and here we have the first line out of the game. Tom Kendall to throw in. Let's have a look and see how they go here. One cleanly at the top there. Peters out to Harry Jensen at 10. Oh, nice movement first off. Josh May makes the break. Inside ball, away we go. Just the ball over halfway here. Uni were looking to recycle and attack down this blind side and away. I think that's Tom Kendall running the ball in there. Peter's looking to clear it at halfback here. And it's away here. Remy Parsons out wide. Oh, nice little break there, in and away there on his man. Nice covering tackle there.
By Captain Mickey Lovell at 10. Line out ball, defensive 22 for Glenorchy.
And we may apologise here. I'm unsure if the camera angle is going to get past these marquees, but we'll see how we go anyway. So that was a lovely covering tackle there by Lovell.
First line out for black. Line out throw is, I think he's Sia Tuolava.
Just a bit of an overthrow there, but kept to the back by Glenorchy. A little kick. It'll be Josh May looking to clean it up at fullback. And he's done well there, looking for that. Oh, no, he hasn't. He has not. A little knock on there by Josh May, and he will have the first scrum of the day. JT, I think we're men that love scrums.
Scrums are one of the greatest part of the game. Brings you back to a one-on-one contest. And it all starts at the front row.
So Uni here will be looking for their, he's wearing number 16 today, Jalen Sutcliffe, to make a big impact here in the tight. Young man come down from North Queensland. He'll be looking to set a good platform here for their backs, but for this one he'll be looking to drive through and disrupt that Glenorchy scrum. And we'll just have a little reset here. I'll be happy to have this all day, JT, I'll be frank with you.
Yes, I will be too.
So here we go.
Scrum's called in. Ball's fed, that's a good scrum.
Well, they've looked to kick again, and now it's come back on the Uni side here. Nice tackle there from the Glenorchy player.
From Poda. He's just played a full game of football down at Kingston for Lauderdale, so he's going to be a little bit tired at the back end of the game.
Oh, that's a nice little play. It's Parsons again out wide. Oh, he's just brought to deck there.
Good clean out, good recycle by Uni.
And it's a bit of a, we've got a penalty to Glenorchy there. Not sure, did you say that, JT, what that was for?
The red team not retaining their feet.
Yes. So it's certainly been an intense start to the game so far. Both sides certainly willing, and I think it'll be a very evenly matched game, JT, don't you think?
I think it will be. Uni are showing their intent and spreading the ball wide as soon as they get it. So that's something that the Glenorchy wingers need to be aware of, that the ball comes really quickly, and they look like they've got some pretty speedy wingers. So the cover defence needs to be on song for the Glenorchy side.
And that's all. That's one at the front there by Uni. Looking to be cleaned up here. Oh dear. Oh, the Uni player probably should have just dived on that one, I would have thought. And away we go.
Quick ball. Oh, the ref's called it back.
And our referee today is Sean Kelly, a very experienced referee in Tassie. Been around for many, many a year. Oh, it's recovered at the back.
Yes, it's a good ball. Let's use it now. It's knocked back by... It's not... No, that was knocked back.
He's called it. He's called it. Knocked on by Glenorchy.
It's actually knocked down by the number 12, but referee's call.
Well, he's a little bit closer than us, but...
Yeah.
You know, here we go. We'll see how Uni go here with their set piece ball.
Sorry about that. I was a little bit passionate here.
But it goes the other way, I suspect I'll be the same. So Uni here looking to be playing through Harry Jensen at number 10. Come across from Taroona this year. Played a fair few years there, but he's come across and he's now being coached by his old man Matt Jensen. Oh, that's a big scrum from Glenorchy.
Is it? Oh, it's gone 90 degrees. Let's reset. The Glenorchy forwards are pumped. Let's put the aggression through the scrums.
So the Uni front row is, as I said, Jalen Sutcliffe, Jack Woolcock and Hayden Beattie. So they'll be looking to improve on that last scrum. It's come out quickly, recovered it by Peters at the back there. And they've actually recovered it quite well. Well, I was about to say they recovered it quite well.
And number 7's come in from the short side, put it in. What are we going to do? Put it in the corner?
What's their goal kicker like, JC? Would they have a shot here?
No, they're going to come to the corner. Yep. The goal kicking this year is shared between the two brothers at 10 and 13.
Yep.
Something that's a work in progress. Here we go. First attacking line out for Glenorchy. About 20 metres out. Let's see what's on. Let's see what they can produce.
And it's a nice order. Recovered there by University. A couple of shaky lineouts by Glenorchy here at the start of this game.
Trying to throw the ball in at pace at 4 instead of this cool weather, just lobbing the ball onto the 4th.
And and they've done well here.
Good lead, isn't it?
They've done well here, Uni. They've made
the ball again. Well done.
And here's Sutcliffe running a little bit high there, but he's come to ground and recovered it, which is good. Jensen down the blind, looking for Kendall. Almost falls over, but recovers his feet quite well and makes some solid metres after contact.
Released.
And we've got a whistle. Not sure what for here.
Unplayable, I'd assume.
Yeah.
Might be a scrum.
Well, yeah, we're going to have a scrum here to Uni, and Uni really going to have to improve their scrum here. First few, they've been on skates, quite frankly. Beattie, who's playing number 3 today for Uni, he's played a fair few years these days. But normally in the second row. So he's been selected in the front row today, so hopefully we'll see a little bit of improvement, not just from him, but also from Sutcliffe at number 1 as well. And we'll come up again. This is what we're here for, quite frankly. You might hear some unnecessary commentary from the side. We're unfortunately sitting on the old boys' deck out here at the beautiful, pristine University ground. So I apologise in advance for any unnecessary comments. Oh, and I think we might even have a tight head here.
to come
Yeah,
back.
it's a tight head. I think that's Chase Scott taking it ahead.
Oh, unlucky. Well done. Bad luck.
So I think
Good tight head. It's a lot better scrummaging from the Glenorchy side this week. Last week we come up against Hobart and they got a little bit of a toweling, so they did a bit of work during the week and a bit of soul searching, and today's a much more improvement effort on their scrummaging. So that's a positive for the Stags. Tight head there, the number 8 picks it up and offloads to the blindside flanker who threw a forward pass to the 5'8". So now we have a scrum 18 metres in, University attacking half, and let's see what they can produce here. That's a better strike.
It's gone again.
That's a better strike.
And Peters gets it though. Out wide here. Oh, it's a little bit high.
It's a high
and
tackle.
We're going to have a...
It's a high tackle. Got to get out of fence down.
It was a nice line speed from Glenorchy, but that tackle just slid up a little bit, and obviously cannot do that anymore. So Josh May with the interesting hairstyle, one might say, kicking for the line there. He's one for the strange hairstyles, young Josh. He used to rock quite a nice top knot, which was quite disappointing for everyone involved.
And Isaac, what do you expect from a back?
Well, that's about it, isn't it, really?
They're the pretty boys of the team.
Well, I mean, I'm a hooker. I'd like to beg to differ.
Mind you, I'm not rocking a haircut at all, so I can't comment on haircuts.
And here comes Jensen. Oh, nice little
That's a nice
interplay
move.
there. And that number 22, I'm not sure who he is. I think he's... But he's... So that's Rudy Marshall-McGrath. He's shown some real nippiness there. And away we go. May down the short side. A little cutout to Parsons, who's been tackled out there. Probably trying to be a little ambitious down the short side there, the red men. Or, you know, would you say red and black men these days?
Red
but
and
who
black
knows?
men, yes. Needed to come back inside that winger, or send to whoever had the ball then, just to keep the play going.
Here we go.
Looks like the University side has made a substitution.
Yeah.
Sutcliffe's come off for number 1.
Oh, it's another shaky line out there from Glenorchy. So it is a tale of two set pieces so far in this game. I think that's Pregnall taking it up. The University captain is my understanding. And just hitting it back into the
5
forward.
metres out. 5 metres out on the charged red man. Ball to the 5'8" Matt Harry Jensen, who offloads to the winger, who's tackled under the post. Good recycling ball by the red man.
Oh, nice defence there.
Good defence on the line by the Stags.
And a little, oh dear, they've tried to do a little bit too much there.
And they've offloaded the ball.
Oh, and they've gone,
Offloaded the ball, continue to play there after a knock on by the red men. And sometimes they just need to take the tackle and recycle.
That's it. They just tried to do a little bit too much there. I probably would have just set that up for some pick and drives, quite frankly.
Scrum time again, about 5 or 6 metres out. Glenorchy defending. Stags ball. Let's see what they can control their scrum here now.
Nice quick ball there. A couple of passes and out it goes.
No,
it's going to go
found touch.
straight.
Back in field to Josh May. Open field play. What have we got?
Well, May comes around. Oh, nice little show and go there. I think he stayed in there.
Yeah, I can't see.
Once again, we apologise if you can't see this at home, viewers.
We can't.
Because either can we.
We can't see it either. So it's now going to be a penalty. It was advantage to the red side for I'm not sure. I think I think from the scrum, the Glenorchy players were in front of the kicker and they advanced to the play. So now they've got an option of a penalty or a scrum.
So Uni here, Josh May, who scored about 7,000 points for University, will look to put this one over.
But I can't see why the penalty was there. If it was from the scrum, it should have been where the bloke caught the ball, or it was a penalty where he caught, or a scrum where or a free kick where the scrum was. So I'm not sure what the penalty was for there.
We don't quite have the the advantage of a replay, so yeah, we'll do our best here. These are silence except for some people down below me as they aim for the kick here. And May puts it over. So it's 3-0 University.
About 15 minutes in, University take the lead through a penalty goal to Josh May.
So far, just a bit lower. Yeah, they've got to get lower. So it must be good for Glenorchy, JT, to have the likes of Chase Scott back this year.
Yes, he's had a couple of years off. He's had started a family and was working hard. Had a few years off to get himself fit. Did a bit of boxing and CrossFit training, and so he's come back to the club to add a bit of experience because the Sags have got a very young side. It's a nice kick. It's going 10 metres out. Well done.
And that's been well taken there by number 5, Sam Maloney. And run on there by Jack Woolcock, the hooker, who I understand is something of a judo specialist from my sources within the Redmen. There's Beattie hitting it up. Not making too many metres, but a good platform. And back through to May, who busts through the first, but then gets, oh dear. And Sean Kelly, our referee, has called that there was no arms in that tackle.
Swinging arm.
Swinging arm.
From the prop, Sia Tuolava.
So Uni, who took that kick off quite well, recycled, and now they'll start look to drive that into the Glenorchy half here. Until that kick. Hold out.
Guy served. And it kicks back infield.
It's an interesting choice.
He's inside his 22, but the kick's astray.
And Uni have done their best to make a meal of that, but they've recovered it now. So Peters in halfback will look for Pregnell here, who's tackled well there.
By the captain in Michael Lovell and Ty Hart, the winger.
How many Hearts are playing in this side today, JT?
Only one today.
Ooh.
Jumbo pulled his hamstring on Tuesday night at training, so he's got a week off to try and recover. Excuse me.
And Uni here, their forwards aren't looking to play or
no one over the top of the ball there for the Stags, and the University are playing off their feet.
Uni are trying to, in the forwards it would seem, trying to hit back basically almost to where they were. Which is just giving opportunities for these Glenorchy forwards to get over the ball. I think they might be a little bit better. Might be better for them to maybe try and run a little wider. So they're outside channels that they're really having success in. So running back into this Glenorchy forward pack's probably not the best option, but we'll see how they go.
Let's do the line out throw here. Let's see if they're learning anything from there. And it's one there by the Glenorchy side. The Glenorchy won the scrum there from the tap from the line out jumper Sam Cluck, and the ball's hit the deck. And we're going back to
a knock on it.
A knock on from the front of the line by the University jumper at 2, and scrum black.
This will be interesting to see whether Glenorchy will try and drive this through their scrum or try and use their back line. It is very heartening to see JT Lewis Thomas back in the forwards. That's all I can say.
Yes, that was a bit of an experiment last year from our former coach. And he is a soul. He's the son of a legend of the club. How he got picked at 5'8", I have no idea. I was ashamed. He started rocking those top-notch hairdos as well once he became a back last year.
Unbelievable. Was it his kicking game that got him there, do you think?
No, I think it was his pass. Because he could pass from left to right and right to left, he got selected. But at the start of the year, his younger brother, who today is playing on the side of the scrum, played 5'8", and much more plummeted than what his older brother was. But now they're both in a forward pack now, so...
Oh, and it's come out the back of that
Glenorchy. Bit of pressure on by the uni halfback, and they've turned the ball over.
Bit too much pressure, it would seem.
Same thing. It's the 3 penalties they've given away in the third because they're not on their feet. So they retain their feet. They're going to put a bit of pressure on them.
So they're just giving Glenorchy easy meters here at the moment with these penalties. And Sean Kelly there having a word with the captain, Zach Pregnell. Hopefully they can make some adjustments.
So it's 3 penalties for the same thing, so the ref's chosen to talk to the captain about it. So repetitive penalties. And Michael Lovell makes about 10 metres with his kick for touch.
So here we go. I'm not sure if Glenorchy have won a line out yet, but...
No.
And they've gone to the middle again, and that's a good line out.
That's a better line out. Let's get the back line back a little bit.
So Glenorchy have got very good numbers here on the blind side, but they've all gone in there. Oh, and a little knock on there at the base of the ruck there by Glenorchy. Good pressure from University there. So here we go, midfield scrum. This is what backs live for. Backs live for midfield scrums, centre of the field. They can go either way. Let's see what Uni come up with here.
They would have 34 plays here, but will they pick the right one?
Oh, it's come out quickly there.
He's actually offside, but anyway.
Gone out to Jensen. And Jensen with a little, and a little knock on there. Jensen with a nice little run, but the pass there just not held by number 13. That's Hamish McLean. So here we have another scrum, which we're all about this. So it's a very good platform here for Glenorchy. They'll be looking to drive into the University half from the scrum.
A nice deep back line. Let's have a nice clean scrum.
That's a nice little scrum there.
That's a better scrum by the University, and it's come out to the number 8. And there we go. Good retention of the ball by the number 8.
Oh, nice.
How's it going?
It's been touched that kick, so we're playing on here, and there's Hart, I believe.
Ty Hart.
Oh, it's a nice little...
Inside to his...
That's Lovell going through. Glenorchy on the charge here in the 22.
10 metres out, and we're on the charge. Lazy runner, sir.
2 on.
Surely this should be a penalty for a lazy runner.
And it was a very good little tackle there from Tom Kendall to win the ball back. Back to May, who will boot it. Hopefully out, and he has. And that's a lovely nudge from Josh May.
It's good defence by the University inside their red zone.
It is. So they've held out well there, so he will have a Glenorchy line out for probably about 30 metres out here.
That was Glenorchy's first transit inside the red zone, and University will repel them quite well. The Stags' options are just a little bit astray at the moment.
And I think it's number 1, Jordan Ryan, who's come on for Jalen Sutcliffe. He's made a big impact in the scrum. And he's also looking quite useful in loose play as well. So Matt Jensen, the University coach, uses his bench well here. Oh, and it's called not straight, I believe. So Glenorchy just still their line out. It's probably not functioning as they would hope.
Tried something different and was nearly just not in straight. University have got the option of a scrum or a line out, and they've chosen the line out scrum, which is the right thing for them because
Peters is cleaned up there at the back. It's number 4, Tom Patman at halfback, who drives it forward.
And he's picked him up, he's held him up.
He's been held up here.
This is well done by Sam Clark. Put the drive. They've got to put the drive on, otherwise the ref will tell them to stop and be called up for a scrum.
And we might be looking at a Glenorchy scrum here shortly.
While they're driving it forward, that's good easy metres for them.
And that's yes.
Well done. It's a good drive by the Stags. They've made about 12 metres there by keeping it up off the ground and putting the drive through. There's a few happy boys in amongst that.
So young Tom Patman there will want to work on his body height. Picked and drove, which was the right option. Just went in a little high, and you don't want to be running high at a Glenorchy fall pack, is all I can say. Admittedly, I don't think you can swing fists in balls anymore.
No, not anymore. You've actually got to tackle correctly now, Isaac.
So here we have a very good looking attacking platform here for Glenorchy. Where will they look to go, JD?
By the looks, looks like they're going to go open side, but depends on if they get nice clean ball. If they get nice clean ball, don't be surprised the halfback 8 and William come down the blind side.
Away you go. He's caught it there.
And he's tucked the ball under his, and they've kicked for a reason. I have no idea why.
It's an interesting decision.
But anyway.
And he's a little bit unhappy there.
Send him off! Send him off!
And there's a bit on down there, as you can hear. Some of the University supporters getting very up and about.
So we're not quite sure what happened after the ball. Young Ty Hart pushed his opposite winger in the back. So now it's gone from a line out possibly to a penalty, which no, he's just called him out to have a talk to him.
He has called a penalty.
It will be a penalty. So that's a bit of ill discipline play from the young 18-year-old winger. Let's hope he learns from that.
There's a few 18-year-olds in this side, isn't there, JD?
Yes, there's 1, 2, 3. I think there's 3 18-year-olds. A few 19-year-olds. So they're a quite young side, this rookie side.
So we go, Kendall to throw in, one at the front, I think it's by.
It's another good line out by the University side.
And they're running a bit laterally here, but now they've got a bit out wide here. Here goes May.
The centre came in and he didn't need to. That's a good flick inside pass.
May's remonstrating there with the referee. He's never one to argue with the referee, Josh May.
Yes, after he did the little flick pass, he was pushed in the back by the Glenorchy player and taken out of play.
And these are good metres here by University. And here goes Kendall. Good tackle there by Glenorchy.
Number 6, son of a legend, Harrison Thomas.
And they probably just need a little bit more quicker ball here, University.
Always.
It's a nice pick up there.
Good pick up. That's a great tackle by the number. Glenorchy's made a substitution.
And we're going down the blind side here. They've cleaned it up, Uni. But I think Mr. Kelly's about to blow up for something. I'm not sure what. But it was a very messy ruck in there.
So Glenorchy made a substitution. Young Ty Hart's indiscretion. He's been now substituted. And onto the field in jersey number 19 is Trey Remritu onto the wing.
Actually, they've given a penalty against Glenorchy there, some sort of indiscretion in the ruck. Our vantage point from high in the sky doesn't quite equate to seeing what's happening down there in the dark arts. So we'll take Mr. Kelly's word for that one. But University now driving then to the Glenorchy 22. Last time they came down here, they got points, so they'll certainly be looking to do that again. It'll be interesting. I think they'll probably go to the front again. I would have thought it's where they're getting some very clean ball.
This is University's best part of the game at the moment is their line-out work. Well, their attacking flair is really good as well, but their line-out, they're winning 100% of the ball so far, so they will probably go to the front. Nice quick ball.
And they've done it, and it's gone down to Peters, and away we go here. Jensen takes it out. And there's a lot of bit of dancing around here by the University inside backs. They've set it up well though here. Here we go. Once again driving straight back into that Glenorchy forward pack. Not making too much over the advantage line there. That's a nice little run from Tom Kendall.
Here we go, switch it blind. Harry Jensen onto the winger, who's doing a bit of dancing. And a nice tackle there by the University.
Well, he's actually called a high tackle there.
He's got a high tackle, so it's advantage to the Uni side.
That's Zach Jones hitting it up there. Oh, sorry, Ed Jones, I should say. And wide. Jensen is looking for a little nudge behind. And it's going to be... We're going to go back for a penalty. High tackle against Glenorchy. I'm not sure that May will try and have a kick of this one. They'll probably look to drive it into the corner.
So the same as before, Glenorchy have now had 3 penalties for high tackles, so he'll talk to the Glenorchy captain to try and get him to fix up that tackling technique.
So just whilst we wait for play to continue, one of the scores that's just come in, Launceston had a good win in Division 2 over Eastern Suburbs, 85-8. We'll update you with other scores as we go along. But Maydale puts it in the corner. It'll be interesting to see. They've wanted to take on the Glenorchy 4-pack in the hit-ups. It'll be interesting to see if they want to take them on in a maul here.
I was about to say the same thing, Isaac. Every ball's been quick ball off the top. Let's see if they want to set one and have a drive and let's see what they can do.
So with the usual delay in Tasmanian Rugby whilst we go and get the ball. But here we go.
Even the opposition.
And they have tried to set it. Oh, and that's...
They've called no touch.
And it's a penalty try. It's a penalty try. I suspect the Glenorchy have gone for the old we're not engaging, but Mr. Kelly has decided that that wasn't the case. I think they've then dragged it down, so we've got a penalty try here to University. So there you go.
But if it's over the try line, they're allowed to pull the maul down, but I'm not sure. I tried to look at his hand signals, but I can't understand the hand signals.
Anyway, so
there we go, University now lead 10-0.
That's it, a good start for the Redmen, and we're about 35 minutes in here, so what's been a pretty good half of footy so far, a few errors, but Uni have a good lead here, and probably heading into the final 5 minutes of the half. So
with this breeze, Isaac, 10-0, do you reckon that's enough? with this breeze in that bottom corner?
Well, you're going to be running home to the clubroom end, mate. So we'll see how they go. The kicking display so far from both teams hasn't been of the best quality. And there's a bit of confusion by Uni, but it's been cleaned up by Tom Kendall. Tackled by Lewis Thomas there. And there's Jordan Ryan. He's made a big impact since coming on. A bit high, but he's found the ground. And Chase Scott's got to get out of there. And he does.
Nice tackle there by the number 9, Tio Pierity.
Oh, there's a lovely hole hit there. Ball went back though. So we'll be looking. Jensen's looking to run it. May goes. Nice tackle there. I think it's Lovell out there.
Aaron Lovell.
Yeah, and it's a.
Josh May tried to place the ball, but it's gone forward. So now it's scrum time again, Isaac.
Yeah, Uni trying to play it out of their own 22. They're probably not the right option after scoring points.
This wind, it should have been put down the bottom end.
Yes. But anyway, well, it's now giving Glenorchy a chance here, probably the dying moments of the half, to have a dip and see if they can get some points.
Let's see what we can do here, the Stags.
Oh, it's a nice setup there. Scott goes off the back. The Lovell boys,
Nice,
there we go.
Nice line.
And away we go. It's probably a little bit...
Great setup by the Stags forward pack. Great hook by the hooker. The number 8 picks up, comes open side, hits the 5'8" in Michael Lovell. The outside centre comes back on a nice line and just slices through the University and scores under the post.
That was probably a little bit concerning there for Uni coach Matt Jensen. That was just a little bit too easy.
Especially when straight after points.
Yeah. So they chose to run it out. Hasn't worked. And now Glenorchy score in the dying moments of the half. So
they bounce straight back. So that'll be pleasing for Coach Jeff Tonks to be rewarded for being up here attacking for the last 10 or 12 minutes and not come back without points, and then to come up straight away and just go bang straight under the post would be rewarding for the boys. That'll get them pumped.
Yes, I've been told by reliable sources that the Lovells score the majority of the tries between themselves, is my understanding.
Yes, they tend to score a fair few, but they do run hard and they do run straight, and they don't like to pass very often.
Don't they? Well, if they can do that, it's probably okay, isn't it?
And maybe the ref should have a talk to number 25 as he ran out, he yelled. He's not allowed to do that, but anyway, kick is successful, 10-7.
Just let that one go. So that'll be disappointing for Uni. They probably should have just cleared their lines there, but anyway, it's been a tightly poised first half so far, so that score probably reflects it. And here's Uni trying the old switch to the other side of the forward pack. Never seen it work myself, but they've given it a crack here.
I think nothing worse than a big bloke.
And it's been knock on there by the man going through for Uni. They've tried it, hasn't worked, and now they've compounded the knock forward by a penalty. So. And now, in fact, it's Glenorchy that are going to be. It's going to be Glenorchy driving into this half, looking to take the lead heading into half time. But that does depend on Glenorchy winning their line out. So we'll see how they go.
Ball's thrown in by the number 2. They've gone to the back again. And nicely taken by
well taken.
Son of a legend, Harrison Thomas. And here we go, Glenorchy now gone into a driving maul. And out comes the hooker, heels out, and recycled. Well done. That'll give them confidence.
And
pick and
here
drive.
it is. The old Glenorchy play of inches. Right, they've gone out here, Lovell. And he's well tackled there he's got out of it, but Kendall has stuck on him.
Half back to a hard running hooker in Sia Tuolava.
And there's a bit of a speculator, but it's worked, and they've got where they want it to go.
On the wing.
And, that's a
hard
lovely
running ringer and a very strong. Very strong for a little man.
That's a very nice little tackle out there by, I think it's Marshall McGrath, is my understanding. He's done well there, one-on-one.
A line out on the 22 for the red men.
Nick.
Oh, nicely won again. And Uni choose to run it again with the wind. They're not kicking. They put themselves under pressure.
And that's now risky. They're trying to play. It's worked somewhat, but no, it's not. May's been stripped it, and Chase Scott throws it into touch.
I think he's called that a knock on, but it was actually ripped out. So that's unlucky to the red men's side. That was ripped out. The ref's called it a scrum. So beautiful part of the game.
It is. I don't mean to go all Phil Kearns on you, JT, but it is the greatest part of the game.
I do agree with him, Isaac. I do agree with him. It all starts from up front.
Come on!
So pretty much nearly the last play of the game. Scrum time, 38 out.
Scott's done well there at the back. Lovell, nice tackle there by Angus Peters. And we'll have a knock on there. Check of the watch. And that'll be half time. So very tightly contested first half here at University. Uni have taken an early 10-0 lead, but Glenorchy fought back really well. So half time here at University. University 10, Glenorchy 7. So here we go, ready for a second half kickoff here with University running into the clubroom end and Glenorchy heading out to the Riverside. It'll be Josh Mader kickoff. JT, what do you think Glenorchy have got to improve in the second half?
I think now that they're running with this bit of breeze, they've got to get a kicking game in and play that down in the bottom corner. There's been no changes from.
Nice take. Well taken by Tom Kendall there.
And Glenorchy have made I didn't think they made a substitution, but they have. The halfback Teo Perry's come off.
Is that Howie Highland?
And Howie Highland's come on. It was a good run by the second row. He's still a bit gingerly getting up off the ground. He hasn't got up yet.
So Uni are taken out here to the wide channels. Bet you their forwards will run back into there. Oh no, it's a little dart from the outside there. And that's Pregnall taking it in.
Good shot up by Howie Highland, and he's forced the mistake from the number 8. And back over in the sideline corner here, we still have the number 2 down that's charged the ball up off the kickoff. And it looks like he's heading to the sideline.
Just clarifying there, viewers, I've been calling the number 25, Marshall McGrath. I've been told at halftime that was not his name, but we've just clarified it. It is his name. So big thank you for Nick Kendall there for confusing me and then also clarifying. So
the number 4, Chris Russell, has now left the field, and on comes Baden Maynard into the second row. Baden Maynard was a junior for Glenorchy as a winger, and now he's transitioned into the second row. So let's see if the Stag scrum loses any momentum.
And it hasn't lost a bit at all.
No, it's marched them forward. So
and there's that kicking game you wanted.
This is it, playing it down in the corner where it should be played.
Oh dear, bit of confusion between Marshall McGrath and May. And I think, we're going to go back in. It's a penalty for offside.
Offside. Let's see what Glenorchy get the ball and have a quick tap. And no, they're not going to. They're going to put it in the corner. They're going to take the scrum, Glenorchy, so they know they've got a weapon. About 30 metres out, 15 metres in, let's see what they've got.
I would have kept count of these scrums, but I don't have enough fingers, so we're...
I've broken the lead in my pencil, so I can't write it down either, Isaac. So. Good choice here, they've got a weapon, the Stags. They're on the march. That's beautiful scrummaging.
It's a good
let them
scrum.
march, let them march, let them march.
Straight up there on the,
and they get this,
another penalty.
They get the advantage here.
Scrum went straight up on the loose head side.
Let's look at the blind side. Oh, they're going to go open. They've come back in to Poda, aka Australian name Mark.
He's gone all right for a bloke that played a full game of AFL.
Yes, he's a very fit young man.
So here we go.
So we come back to a penalty from the scrum for standing up. The advantage was played, but then got to an unplayable ruck. So we go back again, and Glenorchy looks like they might be taking the scrum again.
Yeah, this is where Jensen's really got to start looking at his bench. He's got a very experienced campaigner in Gareth Durand on the bench there. Bloke's played more games for Uni than I've had hot dinners, so absolute veteran of the front row. It'll be interesting to see when he makes his arrival.
I'm not sure the name, but is that Wombat?
That would be Wombat. Yes. It's a better scrum from Uni there. Oh, dear.
I think it's going to be a penalty, and I think there might be someone going to the bin. He might go to his pocket here. 3 penalties in a row from the scrum.
Talking to Sutcliffe there. Don't think it's going to be a card, but...
It's a very serious talking to, though.
It is. I'm curious about the decision, because we had Sutcliffe came off early in that first half for Jordan Ryan coming on. It seems like they've made that change again. So I'm curious as to see when they'll bring Jordan Ryan back on, because he did play very well when he came on in that first half. Really anchored that scrum well.
It's much improved scrum from the Stags from last week to this week. So that's a good fight back by the forward pack.
And in fact, there's the change I've alluded to. So Sutcliffe off, Jordan Ryan comes back on. Sutcliffe always a very good player in the loose play, but today he's just been given a bit of a lesson there in the front row today. But he'll come back from that, I reckon, a bit better next week. And Scott's off the back, lovely tackle. I think that was Peters.
And a good pop pass from the tackle. So look, you're on the charge again.
And we do love the Stags on the charge.
Nothing better than pretty to watch and see them.
There's Lovell, held on,
and
but he's
holds his feet
through another tackle.
Holds his feet till the support gets there. He's very strong.
Very strong in the contact, that's right.
Onto his brother Aaron Lovell, who bounces out of a tackle and gets back to the same place as where the previous ruck.
Probably say this is a pretty crucial part of the game. If Glenorchy score here, Uni will have to keep their heads about them, I think.
Onto the good line there by the number 8 and Chase Scott. Back in towards the ruck.
And we've given him, and that's great.
Good defence.
A very relieving penalty for University there.
Good defence by the red men there on their line. Good line by the number 8, Chase Scott. And Glenorchy failed to retain their feet at the breakdown. Just over eagerness. Getting white line fever, the boys.
So Uni there with a nice little kick, taking it to around about the 40. So it'll be interesting to see what Jensen's looking to do, whether he's going to try and drive it into the clubhouse corner, or as they've done for most of the day, try and play it out of here. So we'll see how they go. And it's another good line-out win there at the front. I think that's Ed Jones at the front. I'm not 100% sure of that, but here we go. They are playing it out, and away we go.
Is that former Australian coach?
Oh, So knock on there by University. So really, JT, they've gone from having a line out on about the 40. Now they've Glenorchy have got a scrum on about the 40. So they haven't really made too many metres for playing it out there.
They're spreading it wide, which is good, but you've got to be able to have those hands to catch this ball in this cool, damp weather.
Because some of the passes, they're good passes, but they're just a little bit behind the man. So I'm not sure if that's just pass or the depth. I'm not sure what it is.
I think they're just taking a little bit too close to contact before they offload and giving that support runner every chance to make his metres. Just a little bit contact and then offloading the ball, so the passes are going astray. So back to a scrum, where the Glenorchy have had the dominance today.
And that's a lovely tackle by Harry Jensen. And it's another knock on. So Uni recycled it here, so they won't really want to go to a scrum. And we're going wide again. And a little high, and I think we've got a penalty there.
Just a little bit lazy.
Yep.
And that's his second talk. So going back to the...
So we've got a high tackle here.
Late tackle, he's called. Late tackle, yep.
Oh. So this will be relieving for University. Josh May will be looking to drive this down, hopefully to I think around the 22 mark, I would have thought. He's not a bad kicker, Josh. I just wish he got better haircuts. And there we go, so we're going to probably be about 38 metres out here for Uni. If they win the ball, I suspect they'll go wide.
Straight to 2, so the line-out jumper and lifters need to be switched on here at 2 for the Glenorchy side. He's straight up and there's a bit of pressure on. That's a better contested ball, but still won by the University.
Jensen, and they're going wide. Oh,
that's a better tackle. That's a better tackle by Aaron Lovell in the centres.
Jensen, and it goes. And the boys weren't sure what to do there, but anyway, away we go. So Peter's at halfback, not sure what that Glenorchy player was doing, but anyway. As good referees do, Sean Kelly's let it go, and that's a big ruck there from Glenorchy, and away we go for the Stags. And it's gone a bit high over Louis Thomas there. His old man wouldn't have done that.
His old man would have caught that and probably made 15 metres. But we've gone back for the knock on. 22 out. Scrum feed. I'm not sure. I presume it'll go to the Stags.
You would think so.
Yep.
A good attacking opportunity there for Uni. Just a little over-eager today so far.
So both sides, when they're attacking, I think it's just taking the ball a little bit too close to contact before they offload.
I really like to see both sides just hold it in contact and not try and score off third phase and try and score off 7th or 8th phase. That'd be whichever side I think settles down and do that's going to win this game. It's a good scrum from Glenorchy, and Lovell will look to kick, not out, which
but it's going to bounce.
It's over the head there of Rudy Marshall. And all those dancing feet.
I think he'd be very good on the dance floor once we're allowed to dance. Once we're allowed to go out and dance again, Isaac.
Well, a bit of confusion there, but I think he's too high.
And they've held him up again.
It's too high.
Now they need to get the drive going. And the University are trying to drive, but it's well held up by Glenorchy.
And too high from the University player. Not sure who went into contact there, but it was much too high.
I think it was the second rower.
Yeah, so as I said, you don't run into a Glenorchy forward pack high. Doesn't matter who's in that black jersey, they'll hold you up.
So it's a tight tussle. 15 minutes into the second half, and it's pretty much played from 22 to 22.
It's good to see, JT, the young side Glenorchy have likes of Howie Highland, T.O. Pierre coming back.
Yes. T.O. Pierre last played, I think, when we won the 2008 grand final, so he's been out of the game for a while. There's a scrum won by the Glenorchy Stags.
And something I haven't seen too often is the number 8 box kicking. I suspect that Chase Scott will live off that for a long time.
we won't give him any ammunition, so we'll just let that go. So we'll watch this, and
I think we might
put it
ask,
on disc and save it for his
well,
daughter.
I think we might ask our director to have some technical issues when that occurred.
Yeah, just,
but
can you just pause that, take that bit out? But there, the kick was probably 40 or 50 metres, but a nice return by fullback Josh May, and the line out on roughly about the halfway line.
So for those of you at home, the temperature is starting to plummet here at university. So we'll see.
The sun's gone behind the clouds.
Knock on in the line out by Glenorchy.
Bad luck, the line. Ball just a little bit too high for the son of a legend, Harry. Jumping at 4.
Give me a lot of credit to your wife here, JT.
She had something to do with it. You always know who your mother is, Isaac. So it's gotten quite dark here with the sun going down behind these dark clouds that are starting to come across the University Oval.
I'd suggest they put the lights on, but as someone that's very aware, it won't help. Anyway, here we go. So good attacking platform for Uni here.
Let's see what they got.
And the scrums come up, but they've held it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Scrum penalty again.
I was about to say they'd managed to just hold it enough for Pregnell and Peters to go at the back, but yes,
It's a nice scrum by the Glenorchy Stags. Now they go on the attack.
Glenorchy front row just taking care of business today.
And that's a nice kick down into the corner
That is a lovely kick.
by Aaron Lovell. So we're probably about 22 metres out.
So here we go. This is prime attacking opportunity here. If they get some clean ball, I fully expect the Lovells to be very dangerous here. Very
At the
dangerous.
moment, the two Lovels have just switched. Aaron Lovell, the outside centre, has just switched to 5'8", and the 5'8" brother's gone to
It's taken by the Malders.
outside centre. Nice take by Harry at number 2. Now let's have a... Well, who's got the ball? Here we go. The Glenorchy team have rolled it round to the back round to the blind side.
So we've got the...
And I think we've got advantage here to Glenorchy.
Yep. And Lovell's away. Lovely tackle there. And it's another knock on. But we're going back for a penalty. And for you punters at home, the rain, I think, which is held off, is almost here.
It's getting very dark very quickly over the last 5 minutes here. But as you're aware, Isaac, Glenorchy play out at Edie Street. That's where the sun shines all the time.
Some call it God's country, I understand.
God's country. As Glenorchy go on the attack here, University need to shore up their defence on their goal line defence. And Glenorchy are just having punch-ups.
Glenorchy's driving
And
forward here.
They've moved to the middle of the field by the number 2, Sia Tualava. And a nice ball to the hard-running Michael Lovell at 5'8", who gets tackled just short. And what do we have? Might be held up. Scrum thing. Geez, I do need to turn it. Do need to turn the lights on. I can't see down there, Isaac.
It is very, very hard to see. One might say if the Redmen were wearing bright red jerseys, you might see a bit better, but
We might need a fluorescent ball so we know where it is. It's gotten that dark here, Isaac.
I can see Sean Kelly, but that's probably about it at the moment.
And some substitutions made here by both sides.
I think that's
Off the
Addy.
ground comes Lewis Thomas and Jack Wakefield and Jai Terry. On
Addy.
goes Jesse Corey, and I can't think of the other, can't see the number on the other bloke that's came on just then. So Michael Lovell must have been held up over the try line there, so it's a 5 metre scrum. Glenorchy attacking. And with those substitutions, let's see if there's any impact on this scrummaging side now.
Would have been a line and drop out in Super Rugby AU, which, you know, To me, it's a little bit too much kicking, but this is what we're here for, quite frankly. The punters. There's another scrum.
I'm not sure what the hold-up is. I think he might be talking to the University front row for the infringements. So he's just trying to calm them down and try and get them back, their heads back into the game, into what their job is to do. So I didn't think it was possible, Isaac, but I think it's got even darker. And now comes the rain.
And here we go. It's gone out wide.
And it's a great pick-up by Tarky Skretdos.
Now we've got to try.
And he's
try to the Stags.
Has he watered it yet? I don't think he's watered it yet. I think he'll talk to the touchy. And once again, we can't see because the marquees are in the road. But the Glenorchy side is running back to the centre, so it must be scored in the corner by the
number 11.
Tarky Skretdos.
Yep.
It's well finished off.
So that takes gives Glenorchy a lead 12 points to 10 here at University. So just really good sustained pressure there from from Glenorchy. Uni not playing it out of their own half, and it's just led now to Glenorchy. Some strong set piece ball and in the corner.
And as it's got darker, clouds have come over the top. It's starting to rain.
People are scurrying for cover at the moment. You may not see it on the footage, but they are absolutely scurrying.
Oh, this will be a good kick in this wet weather. It's 5 metres in.
Is there any chance?
Well, you'll probably hear this, but I'll probably give him. He's probably 33 to 1. I reckon, Isaac.
That's on a dry day.
Oh, he struck it well.
Oh my word.
Well, someone's just made a killing who's just put 100 on that. Hey?
Oh, what do I say these things? Anyway,
so someone's just made a motch off that 33 to 1.
Kick from Lovell there, and it'll take Glenorchy out to a 14 to 10 lead here. And as the heavens open up in Sandy Bay, it is absolutely magnificent day for rugby now. This is what we're here for.
You'd be very upset, Isaac, if you're a substitution, you just come on and then the rain starts because you're not warm.
No.
And then the rain is bucket is coming down sideways.
It is sideways at the moment.
Great kick-off, great take by the son of the legend, Harry Thomas.
And away we go.
Puts another box kick.
And here we go, mate, from the backside, and looking
nice
for a little
kick by
nudge.
Josh,
Hasn't gone too far, but he's, oh dear.
So I think someone might be in a bit of trouble.
He could be in a bit of trouble here, Josh May.
Come on, boys, it's been a great game.
He could be in a bit of trouble here, Josh May. I think it was. He went through there.
As even the two commentators scurried for a little dry spot.
We are absolutely scurrying. And our cameraman's choice of putting up an umbrella before the game started was well anticipated.
And Josh May's just tackled the Glenorchy player who jumped in here to take the ball. It's been sent to the sin bin for 10 minutes.
Yep. I think he's quite lucky to get a sin bin there, to be honest.
I think he should be, and I think for that punishment he should sit on the halfway line without an umbrella for his punishment. As Glenorchy drives the ball down into the attacking half of. So at the moment, Glenorchy have done all the attacking in the second half.
That's right. They've come much.
So they're starting to. They got themselves into trouble last week by not playing the ball down in the bottom corner. So this week they've learned from their mistakes, and they're starting to turn the opposition team around, which is a good thing. They're starting to learn for a young side. As the rain sort of stops a little bit, and we've taken the short line. And it's missed at the front of the line.
So I think Uni have recovered.
They've turned the ball over there, so that was well done by the University side.
I would be looking to drive this into a corner, I think. And they're going to have a penalty, so they're going to be able to do that. So
it's number 7 from the Uni side, Isaac. What's his name?
Tom Kendall.
Tom Kendall. He's having an absolute cracker.
As he generally does.
He's kept the University side in this game. His bullocking runs in his defence, They're putting his hand up the lead, so he's doing a great job.
So here we go, 14-man University. Let's see how they go.
This is the part of the game where we see how good these line-out throws are in the wet weather.
Oh, and there we go. Uni's first lost line out of the game. He's at a very crucial stage. I think we've called a Glenorchy knock on there.
No,
it's not by Uni. And ladies and gentlemen, I apologise if it sounds like someone's teeth are chattering, but I'm very cold.
You might be able to hear Isaac's teeth chattering through microphone, and I think you can hear mine through Isaac's. It is a bit fresh here. Here we go. So University have dropped their blindside winger, and he's gone to fullback.
And just moving into a part of the pitch that doesn't seem to us to be any better than the one they were in.
No,
but
they're well looked after now, these players now, don't they? They have a little bit of whinge instead of just getting into it. It's good to see the Glenorchy Stags scrum back at how it used to be in the 90s. Oh, great pickup.
Oh dear. And they've called a forward pass there. And this is good for University because another scrum is just going to eat up minutes whilst Josh May's in the sin bin. And coming onto the field for University is Untitled Chapter. I think I've pronounced his name right. An absolute journeyman of Tasmanian rugby. Played for Launceston, AMC, Quinns, and now he's found himself at University. So good to see him still out there having a dip. He's come on a blindside flanker.
Have bag and boots and will travel. Is that what you're saying, Isaac?
That's pretty much it, mate.
And University have opened up the blindside big time.
Yes.
So I think the Glenorchy blindside winger needs to come across.
Very good
just
looking.
For the number 8 to pick the ball up and come blindside. So that Harry Thomas and Chase Scott at number 8 need to be aware of the blindside.
It's a very appetising looking blindside here, but it'll all come down to Uni having a secure scrum. And they're going backwards, but they've gone, and the pass
was on the blind side, but the play was on the blind side, but the pass was not good from the number 8.
Oh, it's gone behind Jensen.
It's a slippery ball. That's great. It's still held on there by the University player.
Doyle's got numbers out here, University, but he's beaten that tackle. And there goes Marshall again.
Good meters by the University side. Now they're starting to play a bit of 10-man. No, I thought they were going to stay with 10-man rugby there.
Jensen, here's Marshall McGrath straight through. Out wide. Oh, he should have passed, but he's passed now. Marshall McGrath just short.
He's just short. Great defence.
Just short.
How they didn't score there with a 3-man overlap.
No. But it's been well recycled here by Uni, so we'll see how Glenorchy's forward defence is here.
Here we go. Defence is
pretty strong on that one.
Lost a couple of metres there by the Uni side.
There's Adiana. It's still too high.
No, he's got to ground, has he?
He's got to ground, so we're recycled here, and Uni are going to go again.
This won't be.
They've gone wide, Jensen.
This won't be good if they score.
Oh.
14-man rugby.
And
14-man
picked up
team.
right there.
Okay, Brady, step out of it now.
Yeah, they've secured it here. Jensen. Oh.
Okay, play on.
And so knock on there by University. The pressure valve releases on Glenorchy. Uni had a golden opportunity to take the lead there, but
good goal line defence there by the Stags.
It was.
That gets them up and about. Let's see what they got from here now. Scrum 10 metres out on their own defensive line.
John, low! John, low!
So probably about 15 minutes to go here. Glenorchy up by 4 points.
So Glenorchy's winger that came on 19, Trey Ramutu's just left the field with an ankle injury, and back onto the field comes number 14, Ty Hart.
And Sean Kelly here having a bit of a word with the backs. Their hair must be out of place somewhat.
I think they dropped the comb, so he's just picked it up and taken it back to the Isaac. So it's a bit too heavy to carry in his pocket with his scorecard and his yellow and red card, so he's...
Anyway, if there was ever a time for the university front row to have a good scrum, it'd be this one.
Would you put a number 8 on this, Isaac?
I'd have him on the blind side flank myself. And the ball's come out there, and Peters has recovered it. Oh dear.
Harry Highland is looking for the runner instead of the...
University, too high again.
And he's been held up here.
Uni need this ball desperately to come back. And they've got a penalty. Here we go. The Redmen fans on the balcony are getting raucous, one might say.
I'm not sure what the penalty was for, but it was a maul there that was held up. And it's got the ground, so I'm not sure what he had that for.
But here we go. Tap from Peters out to Una. Oh dear. And Unaloto has dropped it. And away we go, and here's...
The Glenorchy blindside winger's kicked it 50
However,
metres.
here's Marshall McGrath in a bit of space.
And there's a big hole in the centre here.
Oh, but they're gone.
So there's no advantage, which I can't see why there's no advantage. They've just kicked it 45 metres.
That's an interesting decision from Mr. Kelly, but he knows the laws better than us.
I could never understand that rule myself, but anyway, he's probably gone out with the scrum. He's probably given Glenorchy a couple of metres there.
There's a bit of angst here from the university bench looking to get Josh May back on the field. So 3 minutes for the sin bin.
And there's a bit of a dispute about the yellow card coming back on the sideline. The referee's in control of that.
So here we go. And once again, Pregnell's gone at number 8 here, which is interesting.
He's had a bit of control of this ball here.
And he's done it again.
Why is the number 8 kicking?
Started again.
Harry Jensen's back at fullback.
Jensen.
There's no defence coming back on the inside. That's a great tackle by the number 13 in Aaron
That's
Lovell.
a good tackle.
And they're piling through.
And the university forwards are currently in the midfield,
just
waiting for a hit up.
Waiting for a hit up instead of... Can't have the hit up if you don't win the ball.
That's it. Now, university players down here, so they're playing 13-man rugby now.
Good hands by the...
Oh, and away they go. Nice hands. Tackle needs to be made, and it is there by the university winger. A nice tackle. And Lovell.
Under Lovell.
I think that's...
Tucks it under his arm. Oh, he's offloaded to the number 8, Chase Scott, who takes it to the ground. Well done. Second phase play. We've got a 4-man overlap here.
Yeah.
Oh, has he got it? Is he? No, he's knocked the ball on. Josh made the fullback enters the field again, so now we're back to 15 on 15. So that's a good result. I think, did Glenorchy score? They scored just after he went off, didn't they?
No, I don't think he did. I think they'd already got the lead by that point. So, yeah, so it's a nice score there, but quite frankly, Uni will be disappointed they didn't get something whilst May was off. Maybe they should have him off all the time.
So do you like this new rule, Isaac? If the ball's knocked on and it goes out, you get a choice of a scrum or a line out?
Not a fan. If it's a knock on, it's a scrum, quite frankly. But that might just be me loving scrums.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm beastly careless of which way they go, but we have a knock on, so it's a scrum anyway. In 15, university ball. Let's see what they can do.
Because with line outs, there's always the chance I won't throw it straight. So always prefer a scrum. So anyway, here we go. So it's probably 10 minutes or so to go in this game. Glenorchy have a 4-point lead here, obviously, and
Are you a fan of the 3 o'clock kickoff? Going back to the 3 o'clock kickoff for first grade Aussie? Or Div 1, I should
look,
say.
I play second grade, so I play 1:30 kickoff.
Yeah. And we have.
Look, it's.
I think we have a tight head here.
Well,
we don't.
no, they've got
it's
it back.
Good win. They were marched backwards, but still were able to control that scrum.
I think that's McGrath again, offloading, and scored backwards though.
I think that was a kick. I think that one's gone forward.
And Uni, I think, are just trying to play some dry weather football, and the conditions just probably aren't quite there to play it.
That was pretty skillful. That I thought it was a knock on there, but he actually kicked it. I was lucky that it went to the outside centre.
Look, I think the Uni line-out's been functioning really well today, so I'm not sure why they're trying to play it out of their own 30 when they could be driving it to the corner and looking for a contest. But
so, substitution here by University. Number 11 winger comes off, and number 24, I think.
Number 24, I think that's Nash Boki, I think. I have to apologise, viewers. My team sheet from University has very much single names on it. So here we go. So Glenorchy scrum.
35 out, 15 in.
See how they go.
Glenorchy attacking. Let's see what they can produce. Let's have a reset.
Sean has seen something he doesn't like there, so we'll just have a little chat. Which just winds the clock down for the Stags.
Leatherhead. I'm right on it. I'm right on it. I'm a fast partner.
Highland feeds the ball there. Oh, not sure what happened there.
Pressure by the. That was pressure by the halfback. That's not.
Called a knock on there.
So scrum down. That's good. Scrum down the Glenorchy side. So pressure by the halfback's got a little knock on at the back of the thing there. So I think the number 8 needs to do a little bit more in giving the halfback protection by taking the ball the other side on the right hand side. So he's got a bit of protection and stopping the defending halfback from putting pressure on his halfback.
Here we go. We're just going to have another scrum about 10 metres away from the last one, which is always good to see. And it's a good scrum from the Stags. Scott off there. There's the kicking game.
Bomb.
Nicely taken by Maine. He calls the mark.
And I'm not sure why we would kick the ball.
And away goes mate. Nice little ball there from McGrath. Kicks it, and here we go.
And there's no. Always.
And yeah, it's gone to.
What's the referee got here?
I'm not sure what we're doing here.
We might have a bit of.
Oh, we've got a.
Number 15.
And we've given a slice of cheese to the number 15. I'm not.
Is it a red or a yellow?
No, I think it was cheese. So I've got some word from my expert commentator to the side that it apparently was a lifting tackle on Josh May.
Okay.
So bit of a break for number 15.
Come on, Uni!
So here we go.
Drive it into the corner. Oh dear. Oh, a bit of luck there for Josh May.
This is one of my pet hates. Kicking for the touch, wet weather footy, and nobody's on the sideline. As a coach, it's very, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating.
Come on, Red!
Here we go. Try will do it for Uni here to take the lead. So they're now playing against 14 men. So
they're trying to make a substitution. Back on to the field comes son of a legend.
Oh my God.
I'm not sure who left the field.
Oh, nice tackle in midfield there. And it's been knocked on by University.
Yep. Good pressure there by the skipper and Michael Lovell in that tackle to force the turnover.
Once again though, Uni trying to probably score off about the first phase. When really they just needed to settle it, set it up, and just drive it down.
So Glenorchy here need to win the scrum, sell it, put it into the bottom corner, and go again. They just need to chip away, keep the ball out of the attacking area up here, playing that man down.
Oh, it's been turned here by Uni, so we'll reset it. I'm not sure why you'd want to turn it that way, but
I'm not sure either. You're taking away.
the open side doesn't have a shot then.
Yeah, all the defending team's going to the blind away from the ball. Puts pressure on their backs.
Yeah, so we'll go again. Scrum number 76 for the game. Do you think any of Howie's feeds have been straight, JT?
Well, I think all halfbacks cheat. It's just where they get caught. They don't know how to put it in straight. And there we go, that's a nice...
That is a nice kick.
And it's found space.
Smart play there
from May's inside the 22, so he's taken the option and he hasn't found touch, I don't think. Oh, yes, he has.
Oh, no, it has found touch.
And it should be a free kick, technically, because he didn't make the ball travel 5 when he threw the ball into himself. It's always good to see front rowers trying to take quick throws, quite frankly. It's always good to see. So the referee's overruled the touch judge who had it around about the halfway line, and and it is going to be a free kick because he didn't let the ball travel 5.
There you go.
But it should have been taken where the touch judge was, not where the ball was thrown in.
So here we go for Uni. This is their chance, I think.
So I must be getting close to the... That's too high again. Oh no, he's got to ground.
They'll be pretty close to full time here, and I think they've probably gone the wrong way. All their players went to the blind side, and Gus Peters has gone to open side. So and he's a bit isolated here. Need a bit of work to get that ball back. And they've managed to get it back. Good work by the Uni forwards. And here's on the low toe.
So the trouble with the University side is the runners are actually receiving the ball before they run. And here we go, now we've got speedy backs on.
Here's
forward,
McGrath again.
Oh yes, the front row and the second row have caught the winger out there and he's lost the ball forward, I think.
It's done well, yep, and it's away for Glenorchy.
By the Stag side. And what have we got here?
Oh, it's a penalty for University. Not sure. He called that high?
I'm thinking he's saying that's high tackle, but...
Yeah, I think he's called that high, Sean Kelly. So, here come... They're going to take a tap? No, they are going to go for the corner. And that's a lovely nudge from Josh May, and here we go. So this is their chance. Their tries come from a more close to the line. So, this is... their best opportunity, I think. Some punters down the side think they should know what they should do, but anyway. Oh dear.
Great work.
Oh dear. And there it is.
And there's the end of the game. So the line out there was spoilt by Sam Cluck at the front. And the final score is Glenorchy 14, University 10.
JT, it's been a pleasure.
Same to you, Isaac. First time. Not sure whether we're any good at it, but I've enjoyed your company.
Thank you, sir. All right.
Over and out.
Cheers, boys.